Hi, everyone. It's Todd Gross. Thank you for your patience. We're running just a minute or two behind schedule, and we do have Cyril Gupta right here. Of course, he's going to teach us how to use the one and only Video Jeet. First thing, before anything else, if I could just get kind of a poll from you guys and gals as to whether you could hear me clearly. So if you could just type into the box, the question answer box. Oh, that's good. Sometimes my audio is a little bit low. Fantastic. All right. By the way, hundreds and hundreds of you are here. We already have 400 or 500 people here. We can only hold 1,000. Usually when we say we're going to fill up to the limit, I don't really think we'll fill up to the limit, but today we will. So if you have any friends that have Video Jeet that need to get on and you want them to get on, you may want to contact them now on Skype, on Facebook, on email to come on in, because we're probably going to reach over that 1,000 limit. Okay, fantastic. Now, at the very beginning, before we even opened up, I saw that we had people from South Africa. We had folks from around the world. I see we have Texas. Can you just give me an idea of where you're from? I won't be able to read them all off today, but if you could tell me where you're from so we could get just a little sample at this time of day where you may hail from. All right, fantastic. We have Christy from Kentucky. We have Melvin from Toronto. We have Colorado from Doug. We have California from David. Scotland from Ian. Hong Kong from Janet. Westchester, Pennsylvania from Richard. New Jersey, Stephen. Kenny from Cambridge in the UK. Netherlands. Big question. Will this be recorded? Yes. I'm recording it right now in the other room. Hopefully it will stick. If it doesn't stick, then I'll make another recording with Cyril alone, and we'll post that recording. But obviously it would be ideal if this does take. Samuel from Connecticut. I cannot get through all of these. I'm so sorry. Wisconsin, Chicago, Boston. Hello, Boston. I'm in the Boston area. We have Dallas, Maryland, Denver, Romania, Orlando, Washington State, another Boston, Scotland again, Arizona, Spain, Germany, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Orange County, California, Tokyo, Oklahoma, Nottingham, UK, Ronald from Malaysia, Montreal, Canada, Montreal, Canada, Switzerland, Virginia, UK. I've never seen a response like this. I am so excited to see you all here today. Hi, Peter. Peter from Ireland. And Toronto from Toronto, Canada again. Toronto, I have to say that right, from Michelle. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Let me just tell you the purpose that we're here for today. We, of course, launched a product last week, which I see he misspelled. Cyril, you misspelled training. Video Jeet training. So Video Jeet came out. And okay. I'll get you on there in a second, Cyril. So we introduced this product last week, and it was obviously a big, big hit. It did have a few bumps when we hit a few operating systems that it would either crash on or other folks couldn't log in. They needed their login. And Cyril, of course, has been manning that support desk throughout. Now, he is in India, so he sleeps at a different time. So sometimes folks wouldn't understand why they wouldn't hear from him for 12 to 24 hours. But again, if you have any problems during the course of this webinar, we'll give you that support link once again. For most of you, not only did it work, but it worked too well, and some of you ran into trouble. That is, you immediately started drawing videos down from the internet, and when you were on Blogger, some of your blogs got taken down. And the reason was because you were just taking down too many videos too quickly, and that's against Blogger's rules. So in addition to training you how to use Video Jeet today, we're going to teach you how to be careful, especially with Blogger, so that you do it right and you become Google's best friend rather than Google's worst friend. And then we're also going to introduce you to some of the other offers that were involved in the Jeet family that you may have missed on the inside. And finally, we found one more Jeet product that helps you rank videos, and we'll be telling you about that at the very end too. But almost the entire webinar first will be training and answering your questions as to how to use Video Jeet. Now, I met Cyril about a year and a half ago when he started coming out with the Jeet products, maybe almost 2 years ago now. And I was very excited because his products were extremely high quality. And as you know, most of the products that I promote, not all of them, but most of them, have to do with either video or SEO or video SEO. And that's exactly where these products were coming from. And they were quality products. And I was really, really excited about that I had found Cyril. So I became his top affiliate very quickly because I got so excited about his products that I would promote them even before they came out. And that was how we, of course, got together. Now then, we turned to each other. It was actually mutual that we turned to each other and we said, hey, listen, are there any products that we can launch together? And he mentioned Video Jeet. And when he told me it was a video content curator, I got very excited because I know how popular that is because of what it does. So if any of you still, to this date, haven't bought Video Jeet yet or are unaware of what a video content curator does, he'll obviously be going over that as well. So with that in mind, oh, by the way, I figured this out myself with the help of somebody else. Jeet means victory in India. So it's a perfect name because in this case, obviously, it's video victory. So here's the guy who came up with the name, the guy who we branded, of course, with the Jeet term for years now, and who is the president of the Jeet Enterprises. Here's Cyril Gupta, who's going to take you through, and I'll be answering your questions as best I can in the question answer box while he is presenting. Cyril?
Hi, Todd. Hi, everybody. Thank you for this awesome introduction, Todd. And I'm a bit sorry for the misspelling of training because I think it's by design I did that, but I think we're going to ignore it for now. So like Todd said, guys, today my agenda is to tell you how to use Video Jeet, to train you about how to properly use it, what it does, what are the capabilities, and also to answer the questions that you might have about Video Jeet, how to use it, and if you got any pitfalls, if you're facing any problems, then I will try to help you right now. And if there are any questions that I'm not able to take right now, we'll be going through that through the support desk. You're always welcome to contact me through the support desk or my email, and I will try to answer all the questions. All right, and I also want to mention over here that the training I'm going to deliver over here is going to be a bit more generalized. I've got a presentation over here which goes through all the different topics that I'm going to touch. But apart from this, I have created a very specific training for Video Jeet in which I demonstrate all the features, I demonstrate every single thing about it. And it's a series of videos that is now in the members area. So if you purchase Video Jeet right in the beginning and you might not have seen the video training that I made later, then I suggest that after the webinar, when you're done with the webinar, you can go back to the members area. You can reach it through JVZoo, and you will find a section where all the training videos will be provided, will be listed, so you can see each video, and I think that will really help you understand how to use Video Jeet. So please do check out that training too after this one. Alright, so let's get started. As we know the agenda today, it's Video Jeet training, learn how to make the most of Video Jeet. So my training today, the training that I have right now, it won't be too much about using specific features. Instead, I'm gonna discuss the overall product. I'm gonna tell you what it does and how to use those features to actually promote your business, to get more done online, to make more money online, to get more traffic online. So let's get started now. So our first slide is how to use Video Jeet. What do you need to do in order to use Video Jeet? Alright, so there were actually some confusion in this regard. Some people were contacting me, they were asking me, why can't I create a blog through Video Jeet? Now, Video Jeet is not a blog creation tool. It won't do your themes. It's not a plugin. You can't just upload it to WordPress or to Blogger. It doesn't work like that. It's a Windows application. You run it on your desktop computer, and you don't create blogs through Video Jeet. What you need to do is you need to create a blog already either on WordPress or on blogger.com. So if you're on blogger.com, your blog's address would be something like xyz.blogspot.com or whatever, and you will need a Google ID to do that. Once you got a Google ID, you can go to blogger.com. You can create a number of blogs per blogger ID. I have typically been able to create about 20 to 30 blogs, and I think there might be an upper limit, but I've never tried to go beyond that because I don't like to have too many blogs connected to one ID. The reason is if you do something that doesn't agree with Google, and these days almost everything disagrees with them, so you don't want your entire business blocked. What I do instead is I create about 3-4 IDs, and I make it a point not to do my blogging stuff on my main ID because I like to keep it separate, all my marketing things from my main ID. So I create about 20 to 25 blogs per ID, and I work with those. Right. And if you're working with WordPress, I just want to remind you that it will work only with the self-hosted blogs. It won't work with the blogs that are on WordPress.com. The reason is WordPress.com doesn't support many features like video embedding. So you can't embed a video, you can't embed a YouTube video on WordPress.com. It doesn't support JavaScript and many advanced features that you will need to run a proper marketing business. But on Blogspot, it's all allowed. You can embed a video, you can even run JavaScript. So it's possible to, so I made it compatible with Blogspot because it was possible to run a commercial venture on Blogspot while it's not possible on WordPress.com. But if you got a self-hosted blog, which means you have your own domain and you have your own server, you have uploaded your WordPress on your own server, then there are no limitations. You can put in any content you want. You can put in JavaScript. You can embed videos, and then you can connect that blog with Video Jeet. So the first thing you need to do is add a blog, and that will be a ready blog either on blogger.com or a self-hosted blog that uses the WordPress CMS. And to do that, when you run Video Jeet for the first time, if you haven't added any blog already, it will actually take you to the add a blog screen by default. So you will be able to just click on either the blogger button or the WordPress button and add a blog. But later, if you need to add another blog to it, and I want to tell you here, you can add as many blogs to Video Jeet as you want. But remember, each blog takes a bit of your processing time, it takes a bit of your net, and it takes a little bit of work. So don't hope to add thousands of blogs. I think you should max out at about 100 or maybe 75, depending on the speed of your computer and the speed of your internet. But I've been working with about 40 to 45 to 50 blogs, and it's working pretty well, especially if you space out the postings. If you don't post to all the blogs very, very frequently. If you space it out, you can have more blogs. All right, so coming to the second point, what you need to do next is set up the blog. And I found that some of the people who were using Video Jeet were a bit confused about that too. Before you can actually fetch videos, before you can actually get videos that you can post to the blog, you need to set it up. And setup means you need to tell Video Jeet what are the keywords that you want to target. Do you want to target any YouTube channel to get the videos from? How often do you want to post to the blog? And whether you want to work on fully automated mode or whether you want to do things manually. So all of these things need to be done through the setup, and Video Jeet will prompt you to set up the blog after you add it. It will even show you a screen with little help icons, and if you move your mouse over the help icons in the settings screen, you will see what each setting does. And if you're still confused about the settings, I've got a dedicated settings video in my training. You should see it, and I think that will clarify all your doubts. And then we come to the third stage, which is actually the final stage or the function that Video Jeet is designed to perform, and that is to collect and post videos. So what Video Jeet will do after you've set it up, after you've given it the keywords that you want to target, it will go to YouTube, it will search for the latest videos on those keywords, and it will collect and aggregate them It will show you a list of all these videos. You can decide what videos you want to keep in the queue. You can decide what videos you want to delete. If there is a heading or a description that you want to change, you can click on it right there and change anything you want. You can put in your own keywords if you want, and you can go through the entire queue that way. VideoJet will typically collect about 60, 70, sometimes 120 videos, and as soon as new videos appear for that keyword, it will keep collecting them. So it's a continuous mode program. You run it once and you set it up on auto collection. It will poll YouTube in around every 20 minutes or so. It will try to find new videos, and if new videos show up, it will add it to the queue, to the end of the queue, so you have the opportunity to make sure that you're posting the content that you want to post. And at the bottom of the queue, which is the last page of the VideoJet queue, you will find the videos that will be posted first. Now, I want to tell you, VideoJet works in two modes. The first is the latest video modes, and the second is the top video mode. What happens in the latest video mode is it will fetch the newest video for those keywords, and sometimes the newest video might not be the best one. It might not be the most relevant one. It might not be the one that you think is very, very, it's not matching the exact niche that you're targeting. That can happen because, as you know, even if you do Google search, you will find that if you're searching for a keyword and if you limit your search for, say, the last 24 hours or the last 1 week, you will find less relevant results. So this is how search works. This is how even YouTube search works. And when you're working with VideoJet, you might want to come back and check it periodically, see the videos, and if you want to delete the irrelevant videos, that will be awesome because that would make your blogs more targeted. But you can actually start off the process with a very, very good collection by clicking on the Find Top Videos button. So I'm just going to shift to VideoJet because I want to show some of this stuff. I think it will be difficult for you to understand it. So I'm just going to add a keyword over here. I'm just going to say, coffee, and add a keyword, and I'm going to save it by clicking on Save Settings. That done. Click on Videos, and already it has found some videos for me, and these are the videos which are the latest videos on YouTube. But if I want, I can click on the Find Top Videos, and VideoJet will find me the best videos for this keyword. And if I click on refresh, I will see these videos that VideoJet is collecting. It does it on real time, so typically you will get to see a lot of videos whenever you put in a keyword and you come back here. You will find lots of new videos. And this is the button which will get the latest YouTube videos if you are not working in an auto mode, or if you want to just come back to VideoJet and quickly do a search, you can do that by clicking on the Search YouTube button. So I hope I've made the distinction clear, and I also hope that some of you who might have the question, of whether VideoJet can find you really, really relevant videos. Yes, it can. All you need to do is click on the Find Top Videos button. Alright, so that done, after you've found the good videos, after you've deleted some of the videos that you don't want to post, you can either schedule VideoJet to post the videos depending on the time gap you want. The minimum is now 45 minutes. Earlier it was 15 minutes, but I found that people were using 15 minutes with blogger.com, even though I had designed it to be used with WordPress, because WordPress is self-hosted. You can get away with a lot more than you can get away with on blogger.com. So I found that people who were using it with Blogger were getting in trouble. So I decided to dumb it down a bit. I decided to reduce the minimum gap. Now it's 45 minutes. But I think if you're posting in Blogger, you would want to post at least with a gap of 2 to 2.5 hours, or more than that, depending on the niche that you're working with. All right, so after you've set in the time and you've collected the videos, VideoJet will start automatically posting the videos to your blogs. You can change the description just by clicking on it, modifying. Then if you're ready, click on OK. If you don't want to accept it, click on Cancel. You can change the heading also. And I recommend that Once you start working Video Jeet, you quickly go through the entire list. You select the videos you want to work with, go down the pages too, delete the videos that you don't want to work with. Now and then, change the description wherever you want to change it, change the titles where you want to change it, and the queue will be saved to Video Jeet. All the videos will be posted according to the settings that you save. So that would be a pretty good idea if you did that. So I hope we've got the three stages of video Jeet clear. It's add a blog, set up the blog, and collect and post videos. And now, of course, if you got any questions about these topics, please ask them and I will answer them near the end of the webinar. All right, so coming to the second point, and some people ask me that, what can you use Video Jeet for? Some of the people actually came back and told me about some really, really radical ideas, the way they were using Video Jeet and how they were doing unique implementations through Video Jeet in their current content strategy, in their current marketing strategy. They were able to integrate it. But if you want me to do a quick overview of what you can use it for, I want to give you the three important ways. The first is to research and get content ideas. Now, if you're looking for new content for your blogs, I'm sure you must be running, some of you must be running multiple blogs, maybe 5 or 6, targeted at different niches, sometimes even more. So if you're running a blog, you want fresh content on it because that is what people need, so that they will come to your blog and visit it and find interesting stuff. So you can actually be aware of whatever is happening on YouTube, where a lot of action happens on every topic conceivable. You can keep, you can save a lot of time instead of going down to YouTube, doing a manual search, trying to look for ideas. You can use Video Jeet to be automatically aware of whatever is happening. Just open it once in a day and you will know what is the freshest content on the niches that you're targeting. So you can use it to research and get content ideas that you can adapt to put content on your own blog. So even if you're not posting any videos at all, you can use it as a research tool. And that is the most basic usage. At the second level, what you can do is you can use it to feed video content to your existing blog. Now, I run some of the blogs that are static. I post articles on those. I get articles written on the niches that I'm targeting. But I found, and I'm sure you would agree, many of you would have experienced that maybe, that people want to watch some videos, that people want to see infographics, people want to be more engaged. They want to be engaged through their ears, they want to be engaged through their eyes, and you can do that by posting multimedia content. You can do that by posting videos. So I think that many of you who are running static content blogs will find it beneficial if you go and get some video content and post it on your blog. Maybe not as often as once a day or even two times a day, but sometimes even maybe once in every 2 days, you might post an interesting video matching your niche, even write a little article below it, talking more about whatever is being said in the video, or maybe just explaining your own stuff or pitching your product, whatever you want. That will add a new dimension to your blog, and that will make it easier for you to generate more content for your blog. And if you got maybe an assistant or something like that working for you, you can tell them about this, about the videos that you're posting, and they can fill in the articles you need to create unique content. And at the third stage, we have 100% automated video blogs that have nothing but videos going on them and powered 100% by Video Jeet. And you know what? These kind of blogs are also quite popular depending on the niche that you're targeting. I've seen blogs made on a variety of topics. I've seen blogs made on sports. For example, if there is a big game going on, maybe a football game or maybe a baseball game going on, you can actually pull all the videos from YouTube, post it to a blog, and whatever search is going on around that game, you can capitalize on it. Similarly, you can go on the trend. Suppose there is the Oscar. Right now we've got Cannes, I think. So there is the Cannes festival going on. You can pull all the Cannes videos from YouTube, using the keywords, get traffic. So you using this, you can actually monitor the trends, find out what is hot right now, just pull the videos from YouTube and get the search from Google, and you will just have a free bonanza of search, free bonanza of traffic, and you can send it anywhere you want. I will come to that in a moment of how you can make the use of that traffic, but if you're running a 100% automated video blog, it's pretty viable. But I want to tell you this, if you go on trending topics, you will quickly change blogs. One month you might be focusing on one blog, second month you might be focusing more on the second blog, and whatever is, you might be just making a big blog network. And let me tell you, all of these blogs will continually get traffic, but depending on the topic, the niche that you choose. One of the most popular niches that I've seen people capitalize on in videos, in automated video blogs, is the funny video niche. I've seen people make blogs on funny cat videos, on funny, all sorts of funny stuff that goes on, and YouTube is a hot spot for that. You know how viral videos are posted on YouTube. So people do that, and there are some amazing, funny video blogs. You might know about them. You might have seen some of them being shared on Facebook, and you might have clicked them. You might have gone to them, and running that sort of blog is very easy through Video Jeet. All right, so that covered. Now let's move on to the next slide. I'm just trying to load it. Yeah. Now we are here. So we're gonna talk about now how your video blog can help you. And I'm saying help. I'm not saying monetizing, because you can use it in more ways than earning money directly. You can use it to support your business indirectly too. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how. The most important thing that VideoG does for you is it gets you free and targeted traffic. It gets you free traffic because you're not doing any SEO, you're not doing any advertising for this, and in fact you are getting the content, almost free, depending on the level of automation that you choose. So it gets you free and targeted traffic, and it depends completely on you what you want to do with that traffic. You can use it to make backlinks. You can make the blogs nothing, whatever number of blogs you create, you can use them as nothing but a backlink blog with backlinks pointing to your site. And these would be very natural backlinks because your blogs will be updated pretty regularly. And if you work on it a little bit, the content will seem pretty unique too. So it can be like a blog network of your own, maybe with 12 or 15 blogs, pointing the backlinks to your main site or your main blog, feeding you the link juice, feeding you the links, the link benefits, which will help you rank your blog better on Google. And it might also send you some traffic because people who visit your blog, they will want to see things to click on, and you can send some of that traffic to your main site too. So at the most basic level, if you want to do nothing else, you can use it to create a blog network, an automated blog network that will send you traffic. Now the second use, which I think is pretty smart if you do that, is to promote your offers or to promote the offers as an affiliate, to become an affiliate of some other product, to promote that product through the blog. And that can be pretty smart. It can be used very, very powerfully, even with a little amount of traffic. Because I'm going to tell you this: if you have say 100 or 150 visitors a day on your video blog, after say about a period of about 15 to 16 days, you can capitalize on those 100 to 150 viewers if you target a very, very strong niche. If you target the right niche, say something related to health, something that solves a problem for people, you can push products in a very powerful manner. What you can do is you can put in your advertisements, you can put in your call to actions, you can put in your pitches right below the video. People can see those. People might relate those pitches to the video that they're watching, and they will want to take action on the pitch. They might buy a product from you, and it can build a pretty good passive income for you because once you set up the videos, once you set up the blog, you won't have to come again and again and maintain it, or to worry, or worry about traffic for it. Because I've experienced that when you pull in a lot of videos from YouTube, you target a huge range of keywords, and that is what we call the long tail of keywords. Keywords that are not exactly very high value individually, but taken collectively, if you're targeting say 100 or 150 keywords, which are long tail, the traffic can be pretty good, the traffic can be very targeted, and you can monetize it by sending it to your affiliate offers, or if you're pushing a product like that on your own, you can send it to your own product. So I would use it to earn commissions, I would use it to sell my own product, and that can be a pretty powerful way of earning money from Video Jeet blogs. And as I told you, the another way is to send the traffic directly to your main site of blog. Of course, you can do that, and you can also use it to get content and ideas for your existing blogs, or you can actually even build a list using Video Jeet. You're posting a video. Below that, you can maybe leave them to a free page or a freebie that you're offering. You can offer them the freebie in exchange of a sign up of their email ID, or you can even put in the form, the sign up form itself below the video, and people will be able to sign up to your freebie and get the freebie from you, and you will be able to build a list of the targeted people of a very targeted audience, and you might be able to mail to them to sell products again and again. And the last thing you can do is create an AdSense blog or an ad network blog if you're working with some other blog network apart from AdSense, an ad network blog in which you actually monetize impressions. But I'm going to tell you this, if you are targeting AdSense income, that needs a lot of patience. It needs a lot of views too, and you will not be able to get that in 1 month or just 1 week. You will have to build up your blog really over some time to get some subscribers and some dedicated audience. So if you are the patient kind, if you want to build a long-term business, you can go the AdSense routine. It's very viable. You can target a very, very specific niche, get the traffic, get the ads. But I think if you're doing AdSense, you would want to do something like funny videos or something that has a lot of viewership, right? So these are some of the ways in which you can actually make money from Video Jeet. And I'm sure some of you might be doing that in your own way. So if you got some unique ideas, you can share them with Todd, and Todd will, I'm sure, share them with the rest of the people who are in this webinar right now. All right, so I'm going to go to the next one now.
Yes. Yes, I will do that. By the way, Cyril, I've been doing a good job of writing down the questions. So those of you that are writing questions in, I'm actually putting them on another list. And I'll be able to ask those questions for you at the end. And some of you I've asked to ask the questions yourself again. So we'll be getting to those at the end. I just want you to know, Cyril, we do have some excellent questions, a whole bunch of them. And I'll, of course, repeat those when we're wrapping up here. So I just wanted to let everybody know that your questions are going to a good place. I'm answering as many as I can, and I'm writing down the rest on a separate piece of paper, electronic paper. Okay, Cyril, go ahead.
Fantastic, Todd. I have a Q&A screen right after a couple of slides more, and we will take as many questions as we can during that screen. And I will try to answer as many questions as I can. I will try to point people to the right direction so that they can find the answers they need. So we'll do that in just a bit. All right. Now I want to talk to you about the precautions you need to take. And let me tell you this. If you're working with self-hosted blogs like on WordPress.com, you don't need to worry so much because the things are in your control. You decide how many videos you want to post. You decide what you want to do with those videos. You decide what you want to post below or above those videos. You can have the custom theme design that you want. So the freedom is very much yours. But if you're working with a free blog in a service that Google is providing, you know that you're not paying for that service. And then you have to stick to the terms of service. You have to make sure that you don't violate them, because you are actually using someone else's facilities free of cost to run your business. And in that case, I want to give you a few tips that that will be very important for you in creating a business that lasts a long time, that you do not attract any penalties or get any warnings from Google. The first thing I want to say to you is, don't create blogs on your main ID. Make sure that you create a new Google ID dedicated to create video blogs on, and create all your video blogs on that ID. I want to tell you why to do this. The reason is, some of you might be, you know, uh, insightful enough to make sure that you don't make any mistakes, that you don't violate the terms. But for the rest of you who are more into experimentation, who are more, living on the edge kind of people, I want to tell you, before you experiment, make sure that it's not something that can get you, that can give you a big hit. Make sure you do your experimentation on a second ID. So, and that's what I would do. I would never, add videos, video blogs, and experiment with them and play with them, try to push them to the limits on my main ID. I would always get a second ID. So get a second ID, put your video blogs on that ID. And the second thing I want to tell you is, don't post too many times a day. See, when you put content on blogger.com, what they're looking for is organic content. They want to get people who are actually posting, posts. They're writing the posts themselves. They're writing the blogs themselves, and they would actually want to monitor the blogs and make sure that the blogs which are being hosted on Blogspot or blogger.com conform to these guidelines. They don't want people to, you to be too automated or to be robotic or to just post 100 posts a day. They really hate it, because that tells them that it's not content, it's just spam. So you don't want to be a spammer, you don't want to be identified as a spammer. What you should do is make sure that you don't post very often to a Blogspot blog. So I've set the minimum limit now to 45 minutes, and you can't post any more often than 45 minutes if you are on automated mode. But you can post videos as many times as you want if you're doing it manually. Even in that case, I want to warn you, I want to suggest to you that you should not post too many times a day on blogspot.com. Typically, I would say 5 times, 6 times, pretty good. That is very viable. You can post up to 6 videos a day. It doesn't hurt you. So do that, but don't post something like 20 videos a day. That is not really going to work on Blogspot. If you want to do that, make sure you've got about 10 blogs, and instead post 3 posts a day on each of these different 10 blogs. So do that. The third thing I want to tell you is rewrite your titles and descriptions, and this is going to actually help you with the SEO too. So if you're just rewriting the title and descriptions a bit, you are shuffling things a bit here and there, you will find that you will get ranked faster, and you will be able to hold on to the rankings much longer. So do that. It will need some time investment, but I'm sure the payoffs will be pretty nice. And if you don't want to do it yourself, what you can do is you can set up Jeet to make the posts in the draft mode, and you can hire a virtual guy online, maybe from Freelancer or from Odesk or even from Fiverr, and ask them to rewrite the posts, ask them to rewrite the descriptions and the titles, and they don't need to be very, very exact. They can do a job which is acceptable, and that will be fine. But rewriting those titles and those descriptions will be a damn good idea, because it will help you create a more visible presence on Google. All right, and the fourth tip is just create some backlinks for these blogs. You don't need to create many backlinks, not like a proper website, not like a very, very big push. You just need to create some backlinks just to tell Google that you've got a blog out there. And I want to tell you this: Jeet has a very special feature that you should use actually, which will make it less important to create more backlinks. And the feature is pinging. What it can do is it will ping the search engines, not just Google, but many other content search engines, that you got a post, that you got some new content, and those search engines will come to your blog, pick up the new content, and start indexing it. And you might know that Google also keeps a watch on all the different places and if something shows up over there, Google quickly indexes it. So make sure that you got that little ping setting turned on. And I've been able to rank for some pretty cool keywords with no backlinks at all, just because I ping the search engines. I tell them that I've got fresh content, and then Google comes and picks up that content from maybe those search engines or wherever, and I find myself in the search engine index in no time. So that's one last tip for you: make backlinks and make sure you ping the search engines. Alright, so that was a pretty small list of precautions, right? There is not too much that you need to take care of. It's all legit. You don't need to worry about embedding videos on your blog, because that's perfectly allowed by the TOS. In fact, when you go to a YouTube video, you will find a little button over there which says share, and you will get an embed code. That is the exact embed code that we use in Video Jeet. So it's perfectly legitimate to embed YouTube videos, to share it, because the views are going back to YouTube, and they are they're benefiting the publisher and the YouTube.com website. So it's all actually good for the ecosystem. So some of you actually asked me this question, if this is some other guy's content, are we allowed to post it? But let me tell you, yes, you are. It's the same thing as sharing the video on your Facebook timeline or on Twitter. It's the same embedding feature that you're using. And now we're coming back to the Facebook posting to the fan pages feature. We had that earlier in Video Jeet. It integrates with Facebook, it integrates with Twitter, and some of you abused it. Some of you actually posted too many updates to Facebook. I don't know who those are. You might know yourself, but that got us banned from Facebook. The Video Jeet app was banned. So I'm going to rework it. I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm going to rework it. I'm going to create a new integration system in which each user of Video Jeet will have to create their own app inside Facebook. It's not a difficult process. You will be able to get an app ID and an app secret. You'll be able to put that in Video Jeet, and Video Jeet will start posting to your Facebook fan page. This time, I'm not going to enable Facebook posting to the timeline. I'm going to enable posting only to the fan page, because that will create less problems for you. And you'll be able to create posts directly to the fan page. And if some of you make mistakes, if some of you post too often, or if some of you spam the hell out of Facebook, Facebook will ban the application only for that particular guy, and the rest of the users of Video Jeet are going to be unaffected. So this is on my agenda, and an update which does this will be out sometime during the first week of June, more or less. So please watch out for a mail from me or from Todd, which will tell you about this. Now it's time to put in the questions. It was not a very long presentation, so I'm depending actually more on the Q&A. I'm looking forward to answer your questions, and I'm sure a lot of new information will be provided in the questions that Todd tells me about right now.
Oh, you don't know how many questions that's been. You think you could look at the box, Cyril, and answer those questions? You are wrong. We have literally had something on the order of 300 questions, and fortunately I was on the ball, and at least through 12:38 p.m. Eastern Time, I was able to write them down. I'm up to 12:38, so let me just finish the 12:38 group here, and then I'll bring it back to 12:39 later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the questions from the top, and I know that you have some reverberation while I'm speaking. Please do the best you can to deal with that, guys. I know that it's going to be a little bit of an echo. I'll mute myself while Cyril is answering. But the first question is, it says you sent an email a few days ago about where to get the install for the latest version, but had not yet downloaded the installation. Is the latest version on JVZoo, so that we just download that one, or is there a specific link for the latest version? So if you could tell us that link, and we'll try to post it in. Shannon, once you get the link, if we could post it in the chat box.
All right. That's not a problem at all. What I do is, every time I release an update, I put it on the same location as the main file. So what I do is, effectively, I change the setup that is linked from JVZoo and inside the members area. So anytime you guys want to get the setup to get the latest version, all you need to do is go down to jvzoo.com, get into the members area and download it again. Now I will be actually updating you guys about the setup, but till now I've been holding it off because I've been making about 3 setups a day. I've been updating it thrice a day with little modifications, and I felt really foolish sending out 3 mails a day to you guys. So I decided to hold off. To whoever approaches me with the support information, I of course tell them that there's a new update out, you can get it. But whoever has been working with it and it's been working okay for them, I do not disturb them. What I was planning to do is at the end of my major update cycle, send everybody an email telling them about an update so that they can all download at the same time. But if you guys are listening, you can get the update from the same location, the same file, just download it again and you will have the freshest version. To install it, it's very easy. Just uninstall the older version from your computer and install the latest update. It will put in all the files. It will update all the files, and you will have the latest functions and the latest version. So I hope that answers this question. Todd?
Okay, that did. How do you keep or organize your different blog niches with your different IDs?
How do you keep or organize your blog niches with IDs? Well, I think that depends on person to person. What you can do is you can create different IDs for different niches. I think that would be pretty smart. If you are making a series of health blogs, you could create an ID dedicated to health. If you're making a series of sports blogs, you could create an ID dedicated to sports. And in that ID, you could create all the sports blogs. If you're creating something like a blog on movies, you could do that. You can make a different ID for all the blogs on Spider-Man maybe. So I think that depends on you. But if you want to be very precise, if you want to be very organized, I would say start an Excel file or just go to Google Drive or Office Online and create a spreadsheet with all the logins and the passwords and the blog IDs. And I think that will really solve the problem. So even if you have 100 blogs, if you got that in a spreadsheet, I think you'll be able to keep track of things. Or if you mean inside VideoJeet, VideoJeet, what you can do is you can create the blogs, but VideoJeet at the moment does not give you a way to categorize blogs in different categories. So you can do that inside VideoJeet. It's not designed to do that at the moment, but it's a suggestion. Maybe when I do a future version, I can do something like that.
Okay, we have a question. How do you access the training videos? Remember, we sent that out last week. How do you access that?
Yeah, that is in the members area. You can actually go to customer.jvzoo.com. You might need to log in into JVZoo, and then just find the VideoJeet button, which will be on your screen. Click on it, and you will be taken to the VideoJeet download page. It's in the members area, and on the left and the top, there are 2 menus. In the menus, you will find a link which says training. Click on the training link and you will see a list of all the videos that are there for VideoJeet training. Alternatively, what you can do is you can go to youtube.com/CyrilJeet, which is my channel, youtube.com/CyrilJeet. And on the bottom, there is a playlist which says VideoJeet training. It's got all the VideoJeet training videos there too. So there are 2 ways to access VideoJeet training. Both of them are accessible to you.
Okay, here's another one. This actually, you may want to get the other slide ready for. The question is, I have 2 rank Jeet, and I know how to get my videos ranked higher. How does that relate to VideoJeet?
Fantastic. You know what? You can probably start a blog empire, or you can start a business empire by using VideoJeet and using TubeRankJeet together. You can have a channel where you put in good videos. You can have a blog. You can have a Facebook page. You can have a Twitter handle, all integrated with
Cyril,
each other. All pushing content.
Can you show the?
Sorry?
Can you show the? Do you have a slide for that for TubeRankJeet so that they can see what that is?
Oh yeah, and in fact I do, and I was planning to show it at the end, but I think
Okay.
we can do it right now. So TubeRank Jeet, okay, I'm going to tell you a bit about TubeRank Jeet to begin with, Todd, just to make sure that people understand what it does. Alright, so guys, TubeRank Jeet is another product from me, uh, which actually, Todd, I think you might want to turn off the audio from your end. Okay? Yeah, thank you. So TubeRank Jeet is a very good software. It's the best software actually to help you optimize videos and to get ranked on YouTube. Like our friend just told us, he uses TubeRank to rank YouTube videos and to get on the top of Google and YouTube. It works fantastically. So if you are a video publisher, if you are trying to make an impact on YouTube, if you're trying to do video marketing, the TubeRank is the perfect solution for you because it will take the headache out of video optimization, out of targeting the right keywords, out of writing the right titles and the right descriptions, which will get your videos ranked, period. And it's been done so many times. Every day, almost every day, I get new feedback from people who are using TubeRank to rank videos and who are awesomely successful. I was talking to Phil Vijon, who is a marketer, just 2 days ago, and he told me that for a particular keyword related to knitting, I think, he was able to put 11 videos on the front page of YouTube. Imagine that. Out of 15 total videos, 11 videos were his. He was that successful. Another marketer, another reputed marketer, Brad Scott, he was telling me just yesterday that he was able to put a video right on the top of YouTube by using nothing but TubeRank. So this is what it can do for you. If you want to be a marketer, which is a very important niche right now, because as you might know, a big bulk of the content on internet right now is video. A big bulk of the viewers who are actually coming to the internet, they're coming to watch the videos. So that is not a niche you should ignore. So TubeRank is a tool to get you ranked very fast on YouTube. And now I want to tell you how you can actually relate it to VideoJeet and create an integrated business presence which spans not only YouTube, but also blogging. I mean, your WordPress blog or whatever you choose. It spans Facebook, it spans Twitter, and what you get is a very, very invasive, very, very visible presence all around the internet sphere, and nobody can miss you. So if you don't get people on Facebook, you're going to grab them on Twitter, you're going to grab them on your blog, you're going to grab them on YouTube, and you bring everything together. You'll be feeding all these things, uh, you'll be cross-feeding them, and that is a perfect way of generating very, very strong presence in the market. That's a perfect way of grabbing every possible lead, of grabbing every possible customer. So I think if that is one blank left in your business, the YouTube presence, you can fill it up with TubeRank.
Okay, thank you for letting us know about that. That's great. We were planning that at the end, but it fit right in, so thank you. The next question is, how do we change the blog information if we have already added WordPress and change it to Blogger? Okay, you don't change the information. What you can do is delete the WordPress blog from VideoJeet. It doesn't do anything to your blog. All it does is remove the information from inside VideoJeet. And once you're done with that, you can just add your new Blogger blog to VideoJeet, and that's it. You don't need, because VideoJeet doesn't delete anything from your blogs. It just deletes the information that it has. It just deletes the database that it has. Some extra work that you will need to do is, of course, type in the list of keywords again in the new blog, but that is unavoidable because the way these two blog technologies work, it's very different. The kind of data that's conserved for each is very different. That's why it's not possible to just change a few things and connect your blog to a different platform. You need to delete it and recreate it. Okay. If you have hosting and can create numerous WordPress blogs, someone is suggesting that they install Cloudflare because the sites will be served by Cloudflare. They will have different IPs. Is that something you know of? Yeah, that's a CDN.
And setting up Cloudflare is good, but it's not really vital. You can do it without Cloudflare. In fact, if you want, you can set up your blogs in a subdomain or even in a subdirectory, and it's the same thing. What's more important is that you put in the good quality content, that you find the right niche, and I think that will be the most important factor that will decide how often you get business conversions, how many visitors you get, or how strong your presence is. It depends on the niche that you select, the keywords that you select. So either it's even
We
if
have
it's
about 5
subdomain
questions on this.
Okay, I can.
I'm sorry. You could continue.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, so like I said, even if you have a subdomain on one particular domain or a number of subdirectories, it shouldn't matter. What matters is the niche. So I can take up the next question now, Todd.
Okay, it says this is actually multiple people asked this. I know this should work with any Blogger template, but are there any Blogger templates that really suit this best?
Well, you've got to find a template that displays your video in a very prominent place. You don't want a lot of clutter, so I would advise against using a lot of colors around the borders or templates which distract people. I've seen that the simple themes work pretty well because the video is where all the action is, and once the person hits the play button, they kind of want to ignore the sidelines. So use the simple themes, and I think the focus will be on the main content, the main content which is the video, and that might get you better results. Of course, I would recommend that you put in some nice buttons in the call to actions, that you put in some links, and because our Video Jeet call to action place, there is a special box in Video Jeet where you can put in the content that you want to post below the videos. That box supports HTML, so you can put in graphics, you can put in images, you can put in animated GIFs if you want, you can put in complete videos, whatever you want over there. So make sure you make proper use of it. You make a good button for the call to action, and you take people to the right place, you take people to the offers that you want them to buy.
Okay, this next one, somebody is saying that they mentioned this to you on Skype. Forgive me for not knowing the names, because when I took the questions off of the question answer box, I just quickly copied them, so I didn't copy the names along with them. But what he's saying is that the software doesn't necessarily fetch the entire video description, and sometimes that doesn't look so great. He wants to know if there's a way to fix that.
Yes. See, we can only pick up legitimately what Google lets us pick up. So if Google hides a part of the description from us, I know a way I can potentially pick it up, but I don't want to do it because that will be conceivably a problem for us in the future, somebody who does it. So I'm using whatever content Google legitimately provides us in the API that we use, which is the Google standard API. So I think we should ideally limit ourselves to the content that Google is providing us. And if you find that this content is not enough, it might happen in some cases, because in most cases I found that the descriptions on YouTube videos are pretty small. They fit in the word limit that we are allowed to get. But sometimes if they're longer, then you might want to either summarize it, or you might want to just write your own stuff. Or if you're feeling particularly adventurous, what you can do is you can click on the video thumbnail inside Video Jeet, which will take you to the video itself, and you can copy off the description and paste it inside Video Jeet or inside your blog. That will solve the problem. But as an app developer, I don't want to violate any of the terms of service, so I'm not taking more content than Google is offering me.
Several people asked, is there a way to unlink a Twitter account in the settings once you link it?
Yes, it's pretty easy. What you can do is, you don't need to do it through Video Jeet. What you can do is go to twitter.com, go into the settings, and you will find an activation for Video Jeet. Just delete it. I mean, it's that you have connected it to the app. You can delete it inside Twitter. So that's just a 1 minute process. You can do it yourself by going to Twitter and delinking the app from there.
Okay, the next person asked something that you may have a graphic for as well, and that is, she says that she missed the one-time offers on the inside, and she'd like to know what they were and what they did and how it related.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I don't have a graphic for it exactly, but I've got a web page for it, and I can load it up. I can just put it here so that our people can see it. Just hold on. So I think there's a link over here. People might be able to follow it. The page where you've got everything, listed is videojeet.com/open. Are you still able to hear me, Todd? Because I just got a notification which says that the network, there is a problem in the network. So are you able to hear me?
You're loud and...
Are you able to hear me, Todd? Fantastic.
Yes.
So you can go to videojeet.com/open. It's a very easy URL to remember, and you will find all the OTOs listed over there, all the upsells listed over there, and they are on a special price still. So if you can grab it quickly, that would be pretty smart, because we've been raising the price. That's a secret tip. We've been raising the prices on the VideoJeet product, but we haven't actually raised the special pricing, the very special pricing that we are still offering on the upsells. So if some of you haven't grabbed them, I think you can do it right now, and it could be, and you'll be able to get them at the price that everybody else has been getting them at.
All right, let's go over what those are, though. I mean, Market Jeet, as I understand it, okay, Market Jeet allows you to really get involved with others in your YouTube channel in a way that magically builds your list of YouTube followers. But if you could explain what Market Jeet does better, and then, of course, what Traffic Jeet does, because a lot of people here already have Traffic Jeet and just take that for granted. But if you could explain those two tools, first of all, that would be great.
Yeah, sure, Todd. That's a great idea. The first offer that I have over here that we have is the Traffic Jeet plus Market Jeet combo. And I think, Todd, that there is not a chance that anybody has offered such a huge combo at any time in the internet marketing world, because this particular bundle has 7 amazing applications. Traffic Jeet 2 is a collection of 6 fantastic SEO applications, and it does everything right from research, right from tracking your videos, tracking your ranks, getting you the keywords that you want, to giving you an analysis of the channel, to grabbing the competitive keywords, to helping you find keywords that are being neglected, to helping you find the keywords that your competition is targeting. I mean, it's crazy. It's got 6 different applications for YouTube research and for tracking. And those applications, each application in the suite is actually a very, very specific product which targets a special function, which targets a special functionality. So with those 6 applications in one suite, you have everything that you will ever need to do your YouTube research, to do your keyword research, to do your competition analysis, to track your rankings, to track your channels, anything you want, it's all there. And this is the tool set that I built while running my own YouTube business, while growing my own YouTube business. So I put in whatever I think I needed, and that has made it really, really rich. It's really, really amazing, because every feature that you could want is in those 6 different products which are in this suite. So that is Traffic Jeet. It's a suite of research, YouTube keyword analysis, YouTube tracking software that you absolutely need if you're trying to become a YouTube marketer, if you're trying to become a YouTube publisher. The second product is Market Jeet, which is very different from Traffic Jeet. What this product does is it lets you actually identify who's watching your competitors' videos. It lets you contact those people. It lets you grab them, make them your subscribers. It lets you talk to them, and you can also auto-comment on your competitors' videos, pull the people from your competitors' videos to your own videos, create backlinks all on the auto. Or if you're promoting products, you can promote them to the video publishers in your niche. You can identify what are the most popular videos for any niche. You can put comments on those videos to pull the people to your channel. You can push products through the comments, or you can actually talk to the video publishers themselves, make them agree, get them to agree to place a link somewhere, get them to promote your channel, whatever you want. So it's actually a YouTube direct contact, direct outreach program, which lets you contact the people, which lets you target any niche and grab the viewers. And it's a pretty unique product, Todd, because I won't say there are not other products like it. There have been other products like this, but not as powerful as this. And interestingly, any alternative to this product sells for an average of more than $100. And this is the only product which is doing so much for such a low price. I think that is my trademark, really, really offering things at what some people call a ridiculous price, right? So this is a combo of these. What I have right now is the combo of these two software, and it's an amazing offer. The next one is Jeet. Jeet is actually my training. Now, I have been publishing YouTube videos since about 2.5 years now, and I've got some really, really radically successful channels. So if you think that 3 million views a month is good, I've got that on one of my channels. If you think 1 million views a month is good, I've got that in another channel. If you think 250,000 views a month is good, I've got that on a third channel, and I've got some upcoming channels which are getting views ranging from 5,000 views, 2,000 views a day, 1,000 views a day to more and more. So I've got a lot of experience in publishing videos online, on being a YouTube publisher. I'm a premier partner with YouTube. So I have actually collected all the experience that I've got in making videos, in ranking them legitimately, in getting as much money as you can out of them through pushing them to the viewers. And I've used all of that experience and put it in this training that I created some time ago, which I call Jeet. It deals with everything about video promotions. It touches every technical topic. It touches every non-technical topic. I think if somebody goes through this training, there is no way they will not feel like an authority on YouTube publishing. And I want to tell you, it's one of the hugest trainings around. Right now, it's got 47 videos right now. And whenever something new happens in YouTube, I always create an update. I always create a new video. I put it there. And that's why it's been continually growing ever since I put it the first time around. And I update people whenever I put in a new video. So it's not like one-time buy that you can just purchase and you can just benefit from, and later on when things change, you won't have anything new. It's my training that I continuously update. So it's a pretty good idea, to get it if you want to be a YouTube publisher. And I've got some very, very good reviews for that training. People have complimented me, and they have found it very comprehensive. So once you actually buy it, then you will get to see the reviews, because they're on the purchase page. Anyways, but I think it's a pretty good idea to get this training too.
I didn't realize that you update that. So it's almost like having a monthly membership that you're not paying a monthly membership for. Okay, so I don't want to dwell on this because we have literally, and I'm not kidding, 616 questions, but wow. I just never really realized that for such a low cost, because I think we have that at a really low cost, Jeet, that training of yours, that video training, actually is something that gets updated. I really applaud you for that. And that, the other stuff is very powerful, obviously, but that is exciting. I didn't realize that. Okay, I have more questions here. Should one get a separate domain? We're back to Video Jeet now. Should one get a separate domain for each niche?
It depends on you. What I would suggest is, before investing in a separate domain, even if it's just $7, what you should do is create it as a subdirectory or as a subdomain, test it out, see what works best for you, and pick out the niches that are working the best, pick out the niches that are converting the best, and get a dedicated domain for that. Obviously, when you get a dedicated domain, you will get more visitors, you will get more traffic, but you can actually try out everything for free with just one domain, before you make that $7 investment, before you take the time out to create a new domain and to just install WordPress on it, all of the hassle that it has. In fact, what you can do is you can create a free blog on Blogspot and try out all the niches you want in different Blogspot blogs, and take the blogs that are working well for you, take the blogs that are doing well for you, and create WordPress blogs out of them. So that way you won't have to install anything on a subdomain even. You will just be able to set up the blog in something like 4 minutes or 3 minutes, and you will have a good testing bed, in which you can test everything. And once you're feeling ready, I think it's a pretty good idea to get a dedicated domain too.
Is there a way we can add our own call to action on other people's videos? And while we're asking that, a lot of people are asking, is it wrong to take down other people's videos and display them like this? Is there a problem with that? So if you could take those two questions at once.
Sure. In fact, I just okay, yeah, great. So I said that a bit earlier too. I was talking about that when I said that we are not actually taking videos, we're not pulling videos, we're not copying videos. What we're doing is we're using the YouTube embed code to put the video on your blog. And it's the same as sharing it on your Facebook page. It's the same as sharing it on your Twitter page. So if you are sharing videos on Facebook and you feel that that's fine, it's fine to share videos on your blog. Number one, don't copy anything to your blog. What you do is you use the embed code from YouTube and put that embed code in your blog. What that does is every time you hit the play button, the hit goes to YouTube. The benefits of the viewership, it goes to the video publisher. So it benefits the YouTube video publisher, the original publisher of the video, and it benefits YouTube. So it's actually a win-win situation for everybody. When you create a blog that gets you more traffic, it gets YouTube more traffic, it gets the video publisher more traffic. And I think it's better. It's a pretty good idea. It doesn't hurt anybody. It's not against the TOS either. It's not against the terms of service to embed a video. And you will find that when you go to YouTube, right below the video, there is a very big button which says share. And when you click on share, there is an embed code. So YouTube actually wants you to share it. YouTube actually wants you to embed it. YouTube actually wants you to take it to as many people as possible. So it's perfectly legitimate. That question answered. The second question is, can you put call to actions on the video? Now, I've been telling you that you can put call to action below the video, and Jeet gives you a way to do that. But now it's a very black hat sort of a thing. I don't know if any of you should do that, but it's possible to put a call to action above the video or on the video itself. You can do that with a little bit of CSS. If you know how to use the relative position CSS and some top, and you need to just modify the top and the left attributes, and you can typically position your call to action button anywhere you want, even on the top of the video. But I think that is not a good idea because it might violate, I'm not sure about whether it does, but it might violate the the YouTube terms of service. So I think you should stick to below the video. But if you're doing something that you're experimenting with, it's possible to do it with a little bit of CSS.
All right. Now, you mentioned top videos, and Jeet looks at top videos. There's a lot of questions about what criteria does Jeet use to determine the top videos, and is it possible to get the not top videos in there?
Absolutely. In fact, like I said in my in the demo that I did, Jeet will let you get the top videos as well as the not top videos, which are the latest videos. It gets you both the kinds of videos depending on what button you click. If you click the search YouTube button, it will get you the latest videos, which are not the top videos, which are not the highest ranked videos for that keyword. But if you click on the find the top videos, what it will do is it will search YouTube and it will find the top ranking videos on YouTube for the keywords that you fed in. So basically, it's not Jeet that decides what are the top videos, it's YouTube that decides this. What Jeet does is it gets this data from YouTube itself. So I hope that answers the question.
they wanted to know also, can they get the older, not top and not most recent videos? Is it possible to do that, or is it only the top and most recent?
Well, Video Jeet will actually get about 100 plus top videos, and I think 100 plus is pretty good number. But at the moment, we don't get more than 100 or 120 odd videos for every the top video search, because we are not going that deep at the moment. If we can do a poll on this. If a lot of people demand this, if a lot of people want us to get more videos, I can build that feature in Video Jeet, but at the moment it gets about 120 videos for the top videos, not more than that. So if the not top videos
this next
are
question is
below.
Interesting, and
yeah, sorry, go on.
Can the software find videos without links to other monetization for the video owners? So I think what the question is, if the video owners have some sort of agenda to monetize their videos already, is there a way that we can distinguish between the different kinds of videos?
Well, that's a pretty good idea. At the moment, VDG doesn't do it. It doesn't disqualify the videos with a link. But I like this idea very much, so I'm going to build it. And in the next update that I provide with the Facebook feature, I will also have another little checkbox in the settings area which will say disqualify videos with links, and we will be able to automatically remove all the videos that have a link in the description. So you will be able to use those videos with a better, intent. I think that's a damn good idea. I love it. I have to note it down.
Okay, this next one is good. Can we search for all keywords, not any keywords? In other words, she wants Army veterans only, not Army or veterans.
You can do that by putting all the keywords in one line and putting them into in quotes, just the way you do it in Google. It's perfectly compatible with that.
We have a lot of people saying they have concerns about changing the titles and descriptions. Is there a reason they should or should not be concerned?
You should not be concerned, because I think it's a pretty good idea to change the titles and descriptions, and it's perfectly legitimate. You don't need to worry about changing the titles and descriptions and thinking that people will be unhappy. Actually, it is good for you. It makes your blog more original. It gets you a lot of original content. So it's perfectly a good idea. In fact, I would say it's a very good idea to change the titles and the descriptions. It is the best thing to do.
Next question is, when they click post now on 10 videos, will it all be in queue, or is it posted at one time?
Well, it's not added to the queue. The post now button is post now. So when you click post now, it's typically posted to your blog within 10 seconds. So if you click it 10 times, if you click it on 10 different videos, they will start showing up on your blog right after another.
Okay. Is it okay to use any videos? Can we get in trouble for editing someone else's videos and posting them? So can you actually edit any of those videos and post them? And while we're talking about that, we have a lot of questions about using your own videos. How can somebody use your own videos with this?
Okay, I'm going to answer both these questions. The first thing, can you edit any video and post it? Video Jeet does not allow you to edit videos. And even if you find a tool to edit the videos and post it, I think that's a bad idea, because that is a violation of copyright. That is a violation of YouTube terms and terms of service, and that's a violation of intellectual property rights of the video publisher. You should never do that. It can get you a very quick flagging from YouTube, because you will need to upload the video on YouTube. And I've found lots of people who do it, who get their accounts flagged and shut down in no time. So please, don't do that. Don't upload videos from other people. Even if you make a few changes, it's still their content. Now, the second concern, posting your own videos. Yeah, that's pretty easy. What you can do is, Video Jeet has a system in which you can link a channel to your blog. What you can do is just connect your channel. Just type in the ID of your channel in that field, add it to the channels list, and Video Jeet will automatically post the videos from that channel to the blog. So if the channel is yours, you're getting only your videos.
All right. Here's a good suggestion. It would be good if there was an option to post videos once a week as well. Every 48 hours could be too often. Is that a possibility?
Yep, that's a possibility. I hope you won't mind if I just start a notepad, and there's some two good things that people are saying, and we can include that. I actually forgot what the last question should disqualify blogs with links and post videos a gap of up to a week. Now these are small things that I can create, which I will create, because I think I think people who are using this tool are the best people to tell me what they want to use it for. And whenever possible, I do take suggestions and I do implement it in my tools, because I think, as Todd would have told you, Todd did tell you in the sales presentation that we did, that I design all of these tools myself, that I'm the programmer on these tools. So I have a pretty good leverage. I can maintain them, I can extend them, and that will make sure, that is why whenever you use a Jeet product, you can be sure that it will be around and it will be updated along with the changing nature of the internet. So Todd, please, next question. We can take the next question now.
Okay. Is it... okay, there was another editing question. I use this to rank number 1 and number 2 on Yahoo already for a brand new Blogger blog for 2 different keyword sets. This is awesome. So that's from Steve, and that we had someone else who has someone totally different that has also done this, and I'm going to post his actual site into the chat box in a minute. But I want to get to another question while I'm playing with that, because I want to make sure that the site that he gave me to show you is kosher, that it doesn't have any, nudity.
I get it.
So I'll post that in a minute. Here's a question for you. Will this work alongside other content curator plugins?
Absolutely, it will, because it uses the legitimate APIs of WordPress and of Blogger. It does not replace any of the native Blogger files. It does not replace anything in blogger.com, like many curation tools do. That's where they're badly designed when they do that. So my tool is working with the APIs. You can use it in integration with any plugin, any theme, as long as it does not modify WordPress. So if some other tool is breaking WordPress, then of course my tool can't work on it. But in most cases, and I would say about 99% of the cases, people don't mess up the APIs. Even the bad plugin makers, they don't mess up the APIs. So it will work with any other content curation tool in tandem.
Okay, here's a question that they may have to write you back about. Your times between video posts appear to be measurable. Can you change them to, let's say, 48, 68, 137 minutes, etc., or upload them within a 27-minute range of the selected time gap?
I don't really understand this. People want to set in their own custom time gap. Is that what you're saying, Todd? Okay, I'm sorry. I think
that's the question. Is it customizable?
Okay, custom time gaps. I'm going to explore it, and if it's at all possible, I will try to implement it. It might be possible, so I will see if it can be done. But that means people actually have to come to just calculate in the number of hours, how many hours they want to work with. So 48 hours is 2 days, and 96 is 4 days. They will have to calculate like that. But it is possible. I can probably do that. I will check it out.
Okay, I'm getting towards the end of those questions through 1238. Then we have a whole slew of questions after that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these now, because there's some really, really good questions here. For instance, for the person wanting to post videos to Facebook, this person says that they've linked Video Jeet blog to their Twitter account and then linked the Twitter account to their Facebook account, and it works fine. Now, I didn't think of that. I don't know if you thought of that, Cyril.
No, in fact, that I didn't think of it either, but that's pretty smart move, friend. And you can do that. I mean, some of you who are still trying to use Facebook with VideoJeet, you can connect your Twitter account with Facebook, and you can do that because sure as hell, Facebook is not going to ban Twitter, no matter how many posts you make. But I would say I'm still gonna make the integration feature and make it possible to post to the fan page through VideoJeet because I think that should be a part of VideoJeet and it will come up in the future. But I think our user has found a very, very creative way, and that is where the power of crowdsourcing comes in. Many times you can't think of the ways you can solve a problem, and somebody else does it for you.
Fantastic. We really appreciate your posting that solution. We have questions on whether VideoJeet will work with other things like Tumblr and Dailymotion.
Well, no, it doesn't work with Tumblr. It doesn't work with Dailymotion. I designed it to integrate with the APIs. I'll tell you what the problem is. Each of these platforms has a different API design. So whenever I want to integrate it with a particular platform, I have to do a lot of coding for that particular platform. And that's why if I want to integrate it with say, Dailymotion or Tumblr, I would have to invest that many more hours on it. And sometimes it's not worth it because the market is pretty small. And even if I integrate those features by investing maybe 6 or 7 days more into the program, the sales might not justify it. So I try to stick with the platforms that are the most popular, that are the most usable. And that's why I have not included Tumblr and Dailymotion. Technically, it's possible, but at the moment, I haven't designed this feature. If there is a big demand for it in the future, I can do it. But I don't think there is a big demand right now for this.
Okay, at the moment, the videos can be released from a minimum of every 45 minutes. Originally, it was 15, and you did that on purpose because of the blogger problem. But the person is asking, can you go back to 15-minute intervals for those using WordPress?
Well, that 15-minute interval was designed for WordPress, and I would say don't post videos in every 45 minutes to Blogger. Even that time gap is not good. But I found
but can you put it back to 15 minutes for WordPress? Is there a way to do that now, or do you have to program that back in?
Yeah, I will have to program that, but people are asking for custom time gaps, and if I put in custom time gaps, you can actually go any time limit you want. You can go for 5-minute gaps. Sorry, I'm gonna try and build some protection for that.
Gotcha.
But I don't think it's a good idea to post videos in 15 minutes. I mean, how much content do you think people can handle? All right, sorry. Go on, please.
Is it pulling in? The next question now is me. Is it pulling in the video metadata?
Video metadata. Well, it does pull in a lot of video metadata. The titles, the descriptions, the keywords, all of that is metadata. I pulls that from YouTube APIs, yes. Is there any
okay, this next one, actually, two people asked almost the same question next to each other.
Sorry, go on.
Oh, I don't know I didn't know anything more than that. Yeah, just that was the question as it was posed, and then I went on to the next one in my head. In fact, while I'm on this next one, I've got to get it out there because we're running low on time. How can we add more than one keyword in the setting? I tried adding a group, but it seems like it only copied the first one. And the second question was, will we ever be able to use more than 5 keywords? So it's a keyword question.
Yeah, you can add multiple keywords to VideoJeet. Type in one keyword, click on the Add Keyword button. It will be added to the list. Type in another keyword, click on the Add Keyword button again. That will appear below the keyword that you put in. In that way, you can add, I think, about 6, 7, 8 keywords, maybe more than that. I think I haven't put in a 5 keyword limit. So why is that 5 keyword limit there for you? I think you can add more than that. You can add 15 keywords or more if you want.
Okay, and the last question in the first group is, what is the Facebook members link for VideoJeet? Do we have a Facebook members link?
No, we have a button to link it to Facebook. And like I said, unfortunately, it's not working anymore due to Facebook banning us. But I'll be activating it with a different feature set. And that is for early June. I will be creating that feature. And every VideoJeet buyer will get a free update.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do next, guys. First of all, I just want to review where we are right now in the discussion. We're moving along very fast, covering a lot of ground. We're going to close this at 2 o'clock Eastern time, so it's in a half an hour. So we're going to try to get as many questions in before that time. What we have going so far is, of course, all in the chat. We talked about Jeet.us for TubeRank Jeet. Okay, that helps you rank your videos, and it also could be used with Video Jeet. So that's Jeet.us. You're looking at it right in front of you now. And then a lot of you showed a lot of interest, by the way, to the actual additional offers for Video Jeet. Those additional offers were Traffic Jeet and Market Jeet combined. And they were also Tube Cache Jeet, which was the video training that is amazing because Cyril always updates it. And that is at videojeet.com/open. You could see it at the top of the screen there. videojeet.com/open. And I'll repeat that in the chat box. Now, Cyril, what I'd like you to do, leave that slide up there. Meanwhile, I'd like you to go to, that one. If you could go to the question box and just start answering them backwards. That is the very last question. Answer that first. And I'll start organizing the questions from 12:38 Eastern time to now. So that's about 50 minutes worth of questions. And I'll organize that and ask those for you.
Okay, I'm trying to find the questions. I can see the questions box. But
okay, go to the very end and answer it from the end up.
Okay, hold on. Yes, I see that. Okay, just pull it down. It just went back up. Because I can see the question very well. Okay, the first question is Jeet.us is not working. Okay, I think we need to test it, and I'm sure Todd will take care of it. Well, okay. Thanks, Cyril. Very well. Awesome tool and presentation. Thank you, Ganeshwaran. Well, I don't know if I'm seeing the right questions, but okay, Todd, just let me know if I'm doing something wrong. Just thank you for all this time. Is there a private Facebook group for the Jeet programs? Well, I have a private Facebook group. It's called Winning with Jeet, and I'm gonna just type out the URL on Facebook, facebook.com/Jeet winners. So you can become a part of that group, and in that group, okay, I'm sorry, I just need to put groups over here. I think. All right, so this is my private Facebook group for Jeet buyers, for my Jeet users. It's facebook.com/groups/Jeet winners. So you can be a part of it. Or if you can find it, I'm gonna mail out to and tell you later. Todd, I'm a programmer and I wrote some code to publish randomly for 1 hour 59 days. Why can't he write to the code? Well, I can, and I might try to. I can try to be as good as you, Leslie. But let me see if I can.
Can you repeat the questions a little slower, if you don't mind, Cyril?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, a lot of folks have mentioned that you talk fast. If you could just read the questions slower as you read them. I know you're reading them to yourself first, so it's hard.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna do that now. It says, Todd, I'm a programmer and I wrote some code to publish randomly from 1 hour to 59 days. Why can't he write code to do that? Now, I want to say that I can do that. I can publish randomly from 1 hour to 59 hours or whatever. I just didn't think of it. So if people want it, I can do that. Anyway, the next one. Can Video Jeet be used with other content curation software for pictures? Yes, I answered that one. You can use it with any content curation tool that you're working with. It perfectly integrates alongside anything. Then it says, my site is built on Weebly. Will Video Jeet work with that? I don't know what Weebly is. As long as it's something that integrates with WordPress, Video Jeet will work with it. How do I get a refund? Well, you can go to the support area and you will be able to get a refund. So if it's like it says, this is not working for me above my ability to implement, well, I'm sorry, Cassandra, that you can't implement it, but you can get a refund if you want. Next we say, can we post to LinkedIn? No, we cannot, because this is for blogging. So you can post to WordPress or to Blogger. In future, will it work with Mac? Well, I don't know because I haven't made any product for Macs yet. In the future, I might try, but at the moment, I'm trying to stick to the PCs. But in the future, yes, there is a demand and I will try to do it. Could the option to disqualify blogs with links be optional? I would like to have links. Yes, of course it will be optional because I usually do not make anything that is mandatory or forced. I will make sure that it's optional and you can disqualify the links if you want, and if you want, you can choose not to disqualify the links. How do I know if the videos are already on the submitting queue? Can I close Video Jeet or do I need to have it open unless everything is up? Okay, now when you put a video or when you see a video inside Video Jeet, it is already on the submitting queue unless you delete it. So every video that you see in the queue is on the queue. The first video published is the one at the bottom of the queue. It works on the principle of first in, first out, and the last video that will be published is on the top of the queue. But every video in that queue is on the publishing queue. Next, when my Video Jeet has to be force shut when I turn off my computer, and it does not work when my computer is off. Yes, you need to have the computer on to make Video Jeet work, but here is something interesting. Suppose you have designed to post videos on some interval. You can actually leave Video Jeet to do the work automatically. You can leave it on, but if you shut down your computer and after some time, if you switch it back on, Video Jeet will automatically detect how much time it has left to post in, or how much time has gone by, and if there is a pending post to make, it will make it immediately, or if it's got more time to wait, it will wait. So it tries to factor in for some error, but you will need to switch it on to make it work. Now, some of us might have a VPS or an online server. If you got something like that, you can put Video Jeet there and it will work. Next, how do you link from Twitter to Facebook? That's pretty easy, Terry. What you need to do is you need to go to Facebook apps and you need to go into Facebook settings. I think there is a feature over there which will allow you to link your account to Facebook. It's a pretty easy process, just about 3-4 clicks. And if you can find it, I would suggest you Google it. There are all sorts of guides everywhere on this. Repeat that. Repeat what? Why would we want to rank someone else's video with TubeRank Jeet? No, you don't rank someone else's video with TubeRank Jeet. You rank your own. What you do is you create your videos, you put them on YouTube, and you try and rank those. So you are not supposed to rank somebody else's video. I think that is not a good idea at all. What you need to do is make your own videos and rank those videos. Randomize time gaps so a definite pattern is not visible. Okay, I like, two people have demanded it, so I'm going to make a note of it, and let's see if I can make that in the next update. Where is my notebook? Just a second. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna make a note of it. So, damn it. Sorry. Now getting back to the questions. I need to drag it, and it's okay. Okay. Set the time for random. Third request. Okay, so I'm gonna make that. Do you plan on adding a video posting scheduler in the future so that videos can be posted individually at different times? Well, I don't know if that feature is viable, but so I haven't planned it because it doesn't seem like such a viable feature. Just a second. Going back up. No link to Steve need. I don't know what that means. We don't want 10 videos to hit at once when we press go. No, 10 videos are not hit at once when you press go, there is no go button in Video Jeet. If you got it set for auto, it will respect the gaps. So if it posts a video now, it will wait for the gap period, even if you switch it on after 1 day. And if you're using the post now button, of course, that's obvious that it will try to post the videos at once, because that is the purpose of post now. If you're hitting post now, you are going to post the videos at once. So if you don't want to post the videos at once, don't hit post now on multiple videos. Cyril observed that editing someone else's video is copyright infringement, but please clarify it is okay to change the titles. Yes, it is okay to change the titles because that is not a copyright infringement. What you're doing is you're writing your own title, right? You're making your own title. When you're writing a new description, you're writing your own description. So that is why it's not a bad idea. It's not a copyright infringement. Next question. No post them at random times. Another request for random time posts. Okay, I like it. What if we posted every 15 minutes when we first started a week ago, and now here that was wrong? Well, I told you it was meant for WordPress because the tool works with both WordPress and Blogger. I didn't say it was wrong on WordPress. I said it was wrong on Blogger because Blogger is a hosted environment where you're actually borrowing someone else's hosting, so you can do everything that you want with it. If you want to run a blog on Blogger, try and post videos with gaps of a minimum of 2 to 2.5 hours at least, and try to modify the titles and descriptions, and that will be helpful. Could Video Jeet work with other languages than English? Well, yes, it can. It can work for other languages too, but the content that it gets from video from YouTube depends on the keywords that you feed in. So if you're feeding in keywords from another language, it will get the results from another language. Should you create an entirely new Blogger account per niche? Yes, I think that's a pretty good idea, and that will help you stay organized too. You can create one Blogger account for every niche. I'm looking for someone to manage my Jeet blogs for a reasonable price. Well, at the moment, I only make software. I don't provide services, so I think you can look on Fiverr or on Freelancer or on Odesk, and you will certainly find people. How fast can traffic grow? I have built 10 in the last week and I have almost 100 page views in a couple of the blogs. Is this reasonable growth? Well, yes, faster growth is possible. Like I said, you can push it a bit, build some backlinks, and you will find it shoot. Okay. There is a statement which says, I use Video Jeet for videos in Spanish, but changes some characters with weird characters on the description. Well, I need to see that in action. So if you contact me, if we can see your blog. I can see your blog and see what's wrong. So what you can do is you can create a support ticket, and I will have a look at it. No offense intended. Jerk. Well, okay. Let me tell you this, friend. Whenever you share a video, okay. This question says, I would be very upset if I found a video of my own with the link and description changed. Now I want to tell you about it, because whenever somebody shares a video on Facebook, you don't expect them to retain your description or retain your title, and they typically never do it because it's all about sharing. So the person who shares the video has the full freedom to use whatever description, whatever title they want, and there is no way you can stop them, even if it makes you a little bit unhappy. How do I get support for Traffic Jeet? You can start a ticket at technicforce.com/support, and you will get a response to it. Will Video Jeet separate remix music videos? No, it won't. Can you please show the links again? I think Todd will take care of it, the links. Can the software find videos without links to other monetization for the video owners? Yes, I have made a note for it, and I will provide that in the next update, and we will definitely support this. How do we follow people on Blogger? You gotta do it inside Blogger. Go to blogger.com, find the people you like, and click on the follow button. VideoG doesn't do that automatically. How do we drive traffic to our video? I would say you don't need to work too hard to drive traffic, because VideoG is supposed to get you traffic through long tail keywords. So you just need to put in the videos, you just need to put in the content regularly, and the traffic should take care of itself. But in the beginning, it would be great if you could build some good quality backlinks, because that will get you more traffic. Are intros and outros for videos also a violation of TOS? How can you put in an intro and or an outro in the video, because you're using the YouTube embed code? It plays the video directly from YouTube. You can't put in an intro or an outro in the video that you embed using VideoG. So that's not possible. Titles not protected on TOS. See, when you put in your title in the blog, you are effectively writing a new title. That is your IP, that is your copyright. So you don't need to worry about the title from the original video at all. It's the same as when you share a video on Facebook and you write your own note below that video, right? So that is how you need to think of it. When you share a video on your blog and when you share a video on Facebook, it's the same thing. Mr. Lot, we use separate email accounts and usernames for each niche. Fantastic. But isn't the title and description also intellectual property? Yes, that is why when we create a new title and description, we are putting in our own intellectual property there. Will Cyril create a version or update that makes VideoG more compatible to Mac? Well, at the moment, I program only for the PC, but I have been getting requests for the Mac. And once I start thinking that it is viable to invest that the extra time to create the same tool for Mac, I would probably do that, but not right now. The next question is, doesn't work like that. I tried. You need to tell me what doesn't work like that, and we can handle it. Will we be notified via email when updates are completed? Yes, I will notify you from time to time. He's a magician, amazing. Who else takes an idea and immediately puts it in an update? Well, anybody who has the capability to make their own software, anybody who has the capability to write the source code, and that is what you will find in this industry. Anyone who can write their own applications will be able to take a call on what features they want to implement and what features they don't want to implement. Luckily, I make these applications myself. That is why I can take a call immediately on what features I want to make. What about links in the video itself? You can't do a thing about them, my friend. That manually, can we add our own YouTube videos from our YT channel? Yes, you can, using the channel functionality in YouTube in VideoG. There is a way to put in your channel ID and get the videos added to your blog from that channel. The next question is, will it repeat a video in future curations? Well, it will not, because it gets videos and maintains a unique list. It checks every video that it gets against that list, so it will not add a video with the same ID again. Not too clear about making subdomains. Well, you can create subdomains using your cPanel, and you can install WordPress on those subdomains. On 21st Jan, I purchased Traffic Jeet, but I cannot get access to them. Open a support ticket at technicforce.com/support, and you will be definitely helped. I will make sure that you get access to your Traffic Jeet. Okay. Can you make a video on how to do that call to action? Well, I have made a video on using Traffic Jeet settings, and putting in a call to action is pretty easy. It supports HTML. You need to know a bit of HTML. You need to know how to put in an anchor tag or an image tag, and that will solve the problem. Do we put anything else or only videos to our niche? Well, I would say that you should have a blog that has everything, that has content, that has articles as well as videos. If it's just videos, then it's a pure video blog, and sometimes that will not get you as high rankings as a blog with articles will. Do all products have OTOs? Well, if it's about my product, I have a lot of products that I've made over the last few months. So I typically try and offer you all the products which are related to each other. And sometimes I try and make unique products which are related to the products that I'm pushing. So yeah, my products will often have OTOs. How do I manage all the blogger blogs and then the WP blogs that we create with the best blogger niches that we uncover? Well, organization is something that you need to handle on an individual level. You might want to use spreadsheets or whatever way you see fit to organize your blogs to see what kind of traffic you're getting on each blog. Video Jeet is a pure video posting tool. I don't think it can help you with that. Gotta run. Bye bye, Darlene. How much content do you add to the video? How many words? Typically, I think it's about 400 characters. So anything in that. Can you put the YouTube channel for training videos in here, please? Yes. Where do I put it? Right here. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. http:/youtube.com/Cyril Jeet. Scroll to the bottom for training webs of. So I'm going to send it to all. I think everybody would have got that now. How do you drive traffic to Blogspot page? Like I said, you don't really need to do it on a very aggressive manner. Our idea is to depend on the long tail keywords to get your traffic. But if you want, you can create a few backlinks and that will be enough. Will video work on subdomains? Yes, it will work on subdomains. Yes, it will work on subdirectories also. Where can I get Market Jeet separately? Okay, you already have Traffic Jeet. I think Todd will have to provide you that information. He will be able to put in a link to Market Jeet. I have Video Jeet and the Market Jeet bundle. Do I really need the Tubecast Jeet? Well, Tubecast Jeet is a training program. If you want to know everything about YouTube publishing, the technical bits, the non-technical bits, the marketing bits, then yes, I would say you need it. It's a training program. It is not a software. For me, for asking, but when you are updating Video Jeet and you are... Okay, I think Todd is here.
Yeah, I'll let you read that, and then I was going to take over and ask the questions, especially since my mic is clearer. So why don't you read that last one, and then I'll take over the questions, and then we'll end from there. And any that we don't get, you could write to us. I'm going to give you our email addresses and everything so that you could write the questions to me and Cyril. You write them to me, and then I'll get them over to him.
Okay. For me, for asking, but when you are updating Video Jeet and you are uninstalling the older version, are you not wiping existing ranking already achieved? Well, no, you're not, because the ranking is on your blogs. Whenever you install the new version of Video Jeet, you don't change anything in your blog, number one. Number two, you don't change your database as well. So Video Jeet keeps a database of all the information that you feed in, like the keywords and all the videos it collects. It's a database file, but the database file is kept separately. It's not a part of your installation, so it does not wipe that database file. When you run Video Jeet, it takes over right where you stopped. So all of the data is still retained. It's perfectly safe. So now over to you, Todd.
All right, thank you, Cyril. And I apologize that Cyril's microphone is a little bit muffled sounding. He has a bass sound to his voice, plus his microphone's a little bassy, and mine is, well, let's put it this way. I searched for years to get a microphone that sounded this clear, and it's still a little bit low for some of you, but you'll be able to hear my questions clearly and then try to make Cyril out as best you can. All right, so here's the next question. I have 10 questions that I'm going to read, okay? And these next 10 questions will finish us off. Then I'll go over the links again, all the various links for support and where you can get some of these additional products. And then I'll give you, of course, links to write to me. So the next question is, when you use VideoJeet, the source link is still attached to the blog. Is it capable of deleting the source link, the YouTube ID?
I don't know what you mean by the source link is attached, because when you use the embed code, that source link is a part of the embed code, and that is how the YouTube plugin actually figures out what video you want to play. But below the video, it should not display any source link, which is not a part of the description. So if it is doing something like that for you, I think you need to create a support ticket and you need to contact us and we will get it sorted out for you.
Thank you. Here's an interesting one. I just have to share this, and we'll post a screencast to YouTube. Just as a way to experiment, I made 3 brand new blogs without any SEO, no content apart from the videos, and yet got over 1,300 visits in 5 days. 1 week, but lost 2 days due to the crashing issue, which has now been solved. So again, a lot of people have been reporting similar results to me. And earlier, of course, I posted a link to one of the blogs that's doing well. So hang in there. If you're having trouble getting VideoJeet going, certainly hang in there, because it's certainly worth it. The next question is, must we give note about the author of the video? Now, I am a little unclear about this myself, because Cyril is pointing out that this stuff is out there, and YouTube wants you to share the stuff. But is there any obligation to post a note about the author of the video, Cyril?
No, there is not, because you're using the original embed code. As long as you use that embed code, there is no more obligation on you to provide any sort of acknowledgement or any sort of notice to the creator of the video or anything else, because ultimately you are just using the same content. You're using the very same content that the publisher created and put on YouTube. You're not putting in anything of your own. You're not duplicating that content. So there is no obligation to write the name of the author or the name of the channel in your blog. Absolutely not.
Okay, the next question, which I was going to give later, is again the support address. Now, there's a couple of them. The main one that they should do, or that they can do, is send an email to support@technicforce.com. Is that correct?
Actually, that is technicforce@gmail.com.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Technic Force. So it's so tell me again. I'll write it in the chat.
Yeah, you know what happened? I got a lot of spam on support@technicforce.com. Something like 1,000 emails a day. So I had to change it to technicforce@gmail.com.
Okay, so it's Technic Force. I'm writing it now, folks, in the chat box. technicforce@gmail.com for support.
Yeah, that's right.
That could explain why some of you have not been able to get through, and I apologize. Okay.
I just want to tell you the second option is to go to the support URL, which is technicforce.com/support.
Okay, I've written that one in. All right, the next question, we have 5 left. Pardon me. VideoJeet can be used to recover the ranked pages of a high PR expired site. Now, this is what David's telling us to do. He says that you have to pick a good site to begin with and then create a WordPress site and add the old pages and then add videos. So that's his workaround to recover the ranked pages of a high PR expired site.
Yeah, I would say that's a good idea, because maintaining the rankings of your website is all about putting in content. If you put in content regularly, Google knows that you are still updating that website, that there is new stuff being done on it. So if you got a website and you post content to it regularly, you'll stay up in the rankings.
Okay, the next question is, should the original links in the video description actually be deleted or replaced with my own backlinks?
Yeah, I think you should definitely delete the links in the description, put in your own backlinks, and when you do that, try to write in your own descriptions too. Later on, I'm going to make a feature which would disqualify all the videos with a backlink or with a link in the description, so that you don't need to have to do it manually. But right now, it is a good idea to remove the links from the videos and put in your own links.
Here's a good question I didn't think of, and I wish I had. Are you going to combine Video Jeet with Keyword Jeet?
Well, not really, because Keywords Jeet is a software that is all about just rankings and SEO. It's not directly related to videos. And Video Jeet is all about keywords for sure. It's all about content for sure, but it is not exactly about SEO. Now, if you are using Keywords Jeet, you can use it with Video Jeet, because when you're targeting a special niche, when you want to get the keywords for a niche, the best keywords for a niche, you can get them from Keywords Jeet. So of course you can use Keywords Jeet to get the best keywords to put into your Video Jeet, but it's not directly linked, so I don't see a combination, but it's a product that you can use.
Okay, we have another comment just to say that Tubecache Jeet is a fantastic course, one of the best I have seen. Now again, Tubecache Jeet, which I will give you the link to in just a moment, or actually it's on the screen now. You go to videojeet.com/open. Is a course of 47 videos. It was 43, it's up to 47. And whenever something new happens, Cyril updates it. So it's like having a membership, like having a monthly membership, but just a one-time cost. So I'm highly recommending Tubecache Jeet for the training. For those of you that really are a little bit lost today in some of the things we've talked about, that's a fantastic place to start. Some of you have asked for a Video Jeet for Dummies product. I think starting with Tubecache Jeet for the background would be a good way to go. Here's an interesting question. They'd like it, Cyril, if you could put the revision number down somewhere so that they know if they have the latest. Is there a way to put the revision number in?
Yeah, actually I get lazy sometimes, Todd, especially when I'm doing 3 or 4 updates in the day, and I neglect that revision number thing. But yes, when I release a more solid update down the line, probably in the first week of June, I will give it a new version number, and I will make sure that it's visible pretty prominently so that everybody will know that they have the latest update.
Okay, now we're going to have about 100 questions unanswered, so you can write to me, and I'll tell you how in just a moment. But here's the last question that I'm going to have Cyril answer for the day while I get all these links together. The last question is, can you explain in more detail on using Video Jeet with affiliate and personal products?
Yes, for sure. That is a very powerful strategy to make money from a limited amount of traffic. So even if you're getting something like 100 visitors a day or 150 visitors a day, you can still make good money out of Video Jeet. What you need to do is first find a good niche. Well, I'm not going to name the niches that some of my buyers have shared with me, because I've been working with a lot of buyers over the last couple of weeks, and they showed me their blogs. Some of them actually gave me the passwords to their blogs, so I actually saw what they were doing. But they were targeting a lot of different niches, some very, very powerful niches. So you got to find a niche that is powerful, something maybe related to a thing that the person might really want. For example, just off my head, you could target the latest electronics products, maybe in a special range, say like a range of refrigerators. And whenever somebody searches for that, they will come to your website, they will see the demo video or whatever you got posted over there. And below that, you can put in a link to the Amazon affiliate program leading directly to that refrigerator. and people might buy it. And you can do that with any sort of product. You can do it with toys, you can do it with clothes, you can do it with specialty products, you can do it with supplements, anything. So you can push Amazon products, you can push internet marketing products. You can if you are a product maker yourself, if you have something like maybe training videos, or if you got books, ebooks or whatever, you can push those. Or if you're selling any services, like you are an instructor, a fitness coach, whatever, you can sell those services by putting in a call to action below the videos that you are putting on your blogs. And you can write in more about your services, just make a graphic, and that should be it. Now, if you're looking for specific details, if you got any specific questions about how to do this, then I think you can ask me again, because I think what I've answered pretty much covers it. But if there's any technical question stopping you from doing it, or if you got any specific question about this, I will be glad to answer it later on.
All right.
Todd, if
Thank
you're
you so
still
much,
there.
Cyril, for taking such a good. Yeah, I'm here. Thank you for taking such a good block of time out. What I've done is I've written the links that we've gone over today, except for one, which I want to write as well. The links that we have that I just put in the chat box, okay? And I'm also going to put it in the question and answer box as well in just a minute. Those links, and let me run them down, include first the support link, which is technicforce.com/support. Secondly, I wrote my email. Okay, so this is my support email, but it's also my personal email, and you could write to me there anytime. My answers are sometimes very brief because I literally answer hundreds of emails per day. Okay, so don't be insulted if I have a brief answer. Sometimes people write, a full page, and I try as best I can to elaborate, but I'm usually brief in my answers. And that's squeezevideos@gmail.com. And again, this is Todd Gross. If you're not familiar with me or just Todd, you could write to me there. Third, Cyril's email. I'm not posting that here, his personal email, but I will forward your questions to either the support address or to Cyril's personal email if you're not having any luck. So one way or another, we'll be able to help you out. Fourth, TubeRank Jeet. Now, TubeRank Jeet is that one that shows you how to rank your stuff really high. And it works well for video Jeet, as Cyril explained early in this webinar. Now, I am going to post this webinar. I'm recording it in the other room. Hopefully it took. If it didn't take, then I'll record it over again with Cyril without the questions. And I will actually use the answers from these questions in that other recording if we make a separate one. But either way, we will post it into the members area of Video Jeet. Is that correct, Cyril? Will we be able to get the webinar posted in the members area somehow?
Absolutely, we will do that.
Okay, so right now, what I want you to note is that TubeRank Jeet is at jeet.us, http://:/jeet.us. But I noticed from a couple of your comments that is being blocked by a couple of services. So if it's blocked, just write to me at squeezevideos@gmail.com and I'll give you the raw link for that. That was my quick redirect. Fifth, our one-time offers that you may have missed for Video Jeet on the inside include Market Jeet and Traffic Jeet and Tubecache Jeet. Again, Market Jeet has to do with becoming a complete authority using YouTube channels and things like that, by going in and finding other big players and kind of siphoning off their members. I mean, it's really cool. But Traffic Jeet, which many of you have, are 6 specific tools. They're actually ranking tools for your videos. And a lot of you already have Traffic Jeet, so if you need Market Jeet separately, write to me again at that squeezevideos@gmail.com. And then Tubecache Jeet, the one that I've been flipping out over today, because I didn't realize that Cyril continues to go in and update it, is just the best idea of all, because it's video training, it's not expensive, and it's obviously a good thing to have if you're going to stay abreast of YouTube's changes for just a one-time fee. And again, you can find all that at videojeet.com/open. The next thing to note is that there is also a way to go in and get the latest version of VideoJeet, and that is to just go to the members area and pick it up. And one way to access that is to go to your actual place in JVZoo. Now, you purchase this, whether you realize it or not, through the JVZoo marketplace. So the way to do that is to go to customer.jvzoo.com. Now, sometimes you're unable to get in. You've lost the password and that sort of thing. So I've just typed that in, customer.jvzoo.com. If you're having trouble getting in, again, just drop me a line at squeezevideos@gmail.com. I'll get that to Cyril, or even better yet, if you could wait the 12 to 24 hours, it would be great if you could write to the support address, which we know is twofold. You could either do, and I'll type it in as I'm saying it, technicforce@gmail.com. That's one of the support addresses, or the other one was, of course, the first thing I typed at the top here just now, which is technicforce.com/support. Now, I'm just going to very quickly scroll to the very end of the questions to see if I goofed anything up just now. But other than that, what we're going to do... Simon, thank you. All right, see, so Simon's helping out here. He posted my Jeet.us, what the shortcut is to it, so I'll post that for you. For those of you that couldn't get the Jeet.us, and I told you that I was going to give you the raw link, Simon Willis helped out by giving me the raw link just now since I didn't have it handy, and I am posting that right now. All right, let's see if there's anything else I goofed up. Todd and Cyril, great webinar. What about the Facebook link again? The Facebook link is down right now. Support link does not give a ticket number. What is the Facebook group? It's not open right now because we had those Facebook problems. All right. I see that there's a lot of the same questions. Okay, so here's what we've got. We've got a replay coming one way or another, and we're going to continue to update that Facebook for you. As I mentioned, we're going to get you in so that you could post to Facebook. Right now, one of the solutions was that you post it to Twitter and then get your Twitter response over to Facebook. That's one way around that right now. And if you're wondering what happened with Facebook, it was that it was abused by the group in general, so now we're going to do it so that it's individual. How would you put it, Cyril? How are you changing it so it's individual rather than group?
Absolutely. What we are going to do, Todd, is make everyone create a separate app for themselves, and they will be able to get their own app ID and get their own app secret, which is required by the software, and they will be able to put it inside the software, and when the software posts to the Facebook, it will be using the person's unique app ID, which means if somebody abuses this, they will not affect all the other users.
Okay, thank you so much. We've had a great time today. I've noticed some of the other comments that you guys have been asking, and I appreciate it about my knee. I just had a knee replacement last week. And just to give you some hope and some understanding of how you can do anything, I had not one, but 2 surgeries in the last 30 days for my kidney, and I had a complete knee replacement. And it was both serious surgeries, and I made more money in the last 30 days than I have ever made in my life, okay? We're talking nearly 6-figure income in just 1 month. And it was because I really put my mind to it because I was so sick. So for those of you that have posted, feel better, I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Obviously, it's a slow go on my recovery, and since I'm in the camera so often, it makes a big difference that I kind of get better quick. I am able to stand and make videos now. I'm just not able to walk, so that's the problem. And the other things that you're noticing are, for instance, about my microphone. It's the ATR microphone. I'm not sure which model. You could always write to me, and I'll tell you which model it was. But it's better than the Blue Snowball. It's better than the other one that Snowball puts out, these Blue people put out. It's just a really great microphone, just a little bit low, and I'll tell you all about that if you write to me as well. All right, with that, I've so enjoyed working with everybody over the course of the last month on all these big video projects that have come out, including Video Maker FX, which you could write to me if you want to get in on that, which reopened today. Anything that has come up in the last 30 days has been absolute gold in the video world. And I know in the next 30 days, there are several big ones coming out as well. So please follow my emails on that. Thank you for sitting through such a long workshop today. We're going to record it and get it into your hands. And I'm sorry if we missed your questions. We missed about a half hour's worth of questions. And there were a lot in there. So just write to us. I'll do my best to work on that as fast as we can. Please be patient with us, but I won't leave any out. And with that in mind, thank you very much. Cyril, thanks for spending so much of your time coming by, and Shannon for also coming by and sitting in the background there and making sure everything is going kosher. Thanks, everyone, and we will see you again soon. Cyril, have a very good day.
Thank you, and bye-bye, everybody.